Hello, I am Caroline Vavra, and I'm currently the Health and Physical Education teacher at Carbon Career and Technical Institute and an East Stroudsburg University Educational Doctorate Scholar. Thank you for accessing my screencast. I hope you enjoy it. This screencast is going to focus on motivation. With that being said, think about this. What motivates you to perform well at your job? The goal of this screencast is to introduce you to a New York Times bestseller text, to provide you with background information about types of motivators, and to introduce you to the three elements of motivation with a focus on the element of autonomy. A majority of the information presented in this screencast originates from the New York Times bestseller text titled Drive, The Surprising Truth About What Motivates Us, which was written by Daniel H. Pink. There are two different types of motivation. The first type of motivation is extrinsic motivation, which focuses on external rewards and external punishments. The second type of motivation is intrinsic motivation, which focuses on internal rewards and is described as naturally satisfying. This screencast is going to focus mainly on internal motivation. There are three elements of internal motivation. They include autonomy, mastery, and purpose. For the purpose of this screencast, I'm going to focus on the element of autonomy. Autonomy is defined as acting with choice. Social scientists have found that autonomy is something that people seek and improves their lives. Autonomy can have a powerful effect on individual performance and attitude. A quote from the text Drive that describes autonomy well is as follows. It depends not on keeping our nature submerged, but on allowing it to surface. It requires resisting the temptation to control people, and instead doing everything we can to reawaken their deep-seated sense of autonomy. Autonomous motivation in general is often a promoter of greater conceptual understanding, better grades, enhanced persistence at school and in sporting activities, higher productivity, less burnout, and greater levels of psychological well-being. Autonomous motivation used within an organization allows bosses to be able to see issues from the employee's point of view. It also allows the exchange of meaningful feedback and information, provides ample choices of what the employees can do and how they can do it, increases job satisfaction, and increases performance on the job. There are 4 T's of autonomy that can be used to fuel an employee's internal autonomous motivation. The first T is task, which is described as assigning work the employees are passionate about. The second T is time, which is defined as emphasizing a results-only work environment, which stresses what gets done is more important than time. The third T is technique, which is described as assigning tasks and allowing the employees to complete each task as desired. The fourth T is team, which is described as allowing employees to choose who they like to work with, which allows employees to bring out the best in each other. Making autonomous motivation applicable in the workplace is possible. A research study completed by Wilson describes autonomous motivation as completing an activity for the inherent satisfaction of the activity. Autonomous motivation has been found to have a positive correlation with job satisfaction, effective commitment, and the subjective vitality of employees. Also, autonomous motivation has been found to increase work satisfaction and productivity. As a review of the screencast, which provided insight on autonomy and autonomous motivation, remember that autonomy is defined as acting with choice. Autonomous motivation can increase work satisfaction and productivity within the workplace. Remember, we're born to be players, not pawns. Thank you for viewing my screencast. I hope you learned some new information about autonomy and autonomous motivation.